Hey everyone, welcome back in. This is Pharaoh with Total Understanding Tarot. Thank you so much for joining us here. This is your weekly collective career reading. Shout out to everybody that's connected to the channel, still supporting. Thank you so much. Share these videos to help get the word out about the messages. Also join us over on Instagram at Total Understanding Tarot for when we go live over there. Okay, we'll be going live a couple of times this week. All right, so I'm really getting there's an energy. You holding on to something that's blocking you from getting this. I ain't even started reading yet, but it's coming out. This came out in the cross position. You got to let go of something in order to gain this. And with this is like emotional fulfillment. This is a career reading, but it could be involving you and a partner and something that y'all really enjoy, right? This is that energy. Right, and it's like 3 of Cups, the 2 plus the 1. So this is very celebratory energy. Someone who may be a really good friend to you. Someone who may already be in your life as a friend. This is just that energy of being willing to let go and start something new, something that you're passionate about. You know, doing what really drives you. So let's get right into y'all reading. All right, and we're back. I'm Pharaoh once again. Thank you for joining us here. This is a general career reading. Keep that in mind. If you would like a personal reading of any kind, reach out via the description box below. Also, check out our jewelry line, Transcend by Fire. We make custom crystal jewelry, talismans to help usher in certain energies, protective stones as well. So get connected with us with that. At Pharaoh's Rise, we also have meditation music, guided meditations, positive affirmations. On this channel, we have we began our chakra series last year. And of course, we started with the root chakra. We're going to continue this year and finish that chakra series out. But the next step in that is getting to that sacral chakra. So look out for that in the month of February. These are timeless readings, so whenever you click on them, it's the right time for you to get the message. Keep that in mind, so you can feel free to browse through our other videos to find something that resonates with you. As with all our readings, if it doesn't resonate, don't make it fit, because then you're trying to force something. You'll know it's for you because it'll literally resonate. You'll feel it. It'll check yourself. It'll check you. Pardon me. Right. Let's get into our reading here. All right, they started me off. They put the card over there in future energy, and it was turned. So the future is unknown. Right? Because you have free will. You choose your future every day by the choices that you make. You want to know if you'll be rich and famous. You want to know if you'll have the lifestyle that you want. The answer is, what are you doing today to usher in that reality? You want to know the future, but you tell the future by what you're doing right now in the present. And the lessons that you've learned in the past. The baggage comes when you hold on to the people and the situations and they still have some sort of mental or emotional tie, and you feel it physically when you think about it. So the way to overcome that is to think about what you actually learned in that situation, what you actually learned from that person, how you were able to grow, and the part that you played in that storyline, because you were an active participant in that energy. So that's part of you taking your power back and leaving the baggage behind and taking the lessons. And that's why I'm able to right now see the past and the present, because that past has already happened. So it's acknowledged. The present is currently happening, and you can change your future by what you continue to do on a daily basis. So that's getting a set routine, getting yourself on the schedule, writing down a to-do list of what you want to do, actually making obtainable goals. Like, what do you want to have accomplished for this week? What do you want to have accomplished by next week? You know, we all have those 5 and 10 year plans, but get into the details, the fine tuning. What do you want to have done by the end of the day? So what do you want to have done by the end of the week? What do you want to have done by the end of this month? So it's like making it very bite-sized and obtainable for you. That's how you'll get there. But in past energy, we have the Ace of Swords here. So there was some sort of clarity that came through. There was clarity that came through from spirit, from the divine. And I'm seeing the Four of Spears here. Something that you're equally passionate about. Maybe even a certain partnership, business partnership that would be fruitful for you and someone else, or something that will bring passion and harmony to your life. You got clarity about a past situation that was holding you hostage is what I'm feeling. Something that was stifling your fire with this Temperance card. So you had to be patient with yourself. There was a time for you to we have the Six of Coins with the Eight of Coins. Maybe in the past you were not only working, but you didn't have enough funds, so you were actually being blessed by others, you know, financially, giving you gifts, or maybe giving you opportunities, getting your foot in the door with interviews or people connected to things that you like. This is you getting support. This is you getting financial support is what I'm feeling, like direct financial support. As a result of you being open and honest and watering that energy within yourself, letting that ego have a seat and being open and vulnerable about what you needed. Because right here you were it was made clear to you that there was something you were still attached to in your past. Maybe a past what you perceived as a business failure, or a job that didn't go right, or it could have been a relationship that you were into that it was so heartbreaking that it started to actually affect your work ethic, and it decreased that energy. Yeah, with this Eight of Coins there. Yeah, it really affected your sacral chakra, your expression, right? It could have been a sexual relationship, because you know that is one of the highest level ways to exchange energy with another person. So maybe you were taking in a lot of toxic energy and not being happy, so that was actually affecting your physical abundance here. You were shown a lot. We have the Three of Cups with the Six of Spears, but I am getting you are going to come into contact with your soul tribe if you haven't already. Maybe some of you all had to break addictions with that Three of Cups. You could have been drinking a lot, smoking a lot, or participating in a lot of extracurricular activities. But I'm really getting here, you started to communicate your needs, right? And it may be very new for you with this Knight of Swords. It's like it's right after the page. You know, you think it's something that was cultivated mentally that you started to take action on. You started to speak up for yourself. You started to maybe not accept certain energies, but it's a Knight, so I'm really getting with that energy. It was new to you, so there may have been certain ways that you doubted yourself, that you know you said what you needed to say, but you still allowed people to kind of maybe finesse you a little bit, or you stayed in situations a little longer than you should. Maybe your job, maybe you knew you wanted to leave this job, but you stayed there longer than you should. Split the deck. Now you with the Queen of Swords. You're not playing around these folks. You're not the Knight no more. You're very clear. You're very sure. You know what you've been through, and you know your position, and where you need to go requires your voice to be heard. Period. So let's see what this is. Okay, so I was just about to ask what the bridge is, and right here we have the Four of Coins. So you may be budgeting right now. You maybe you speaking your truth. Maybe you let go of a job, or you got fired from a job, or something happened to where you speaking your truth had an effect, but you felt good about it, and now you're ready to move into a new level of being. So with that energy, you know, just being practical, if you know you want to move out of somewhere, go ahead and make plans in the background. Go ahead and handle your business so that there won't be a disconnect. If something, one thing drops, you'll have a whole nother pot over here that's going already. You don't have to prep and cook, you know, it's already stewing. So just be mindful of that energy, because you're the King of Coins right now. You're making solid financial decisions. Maybe this is what taught you during this period. Taught you the importance of budgeting, taught you the importance of making a financial plan, taught you the importance of not overspending, right? All of that was bringing you into this energy, because you were like, oh, I'm waiting for the universe to show up for me. And they're like, first of all, you need to be going towards Two of Wands, making moves for yourself. I know you're waiting for us, but we're really waiting for you. So get this knowledge on how to balance your money, because there's an influx, there's an abundance coming in. But the way your mentality was set up, you were just gonna blow it, or you were gonna spend it on people who don't deserve it. You know, you weren't gonna make the wise investment. So you had to go through this process to show you the importance of currency, because it's energy. Just like you budget your time, you don't spend your time with everyone, you don't spend your money with everyone either. And money can be kind of a taboo subject, but that's only the people who aren't comfortable with that energy. Okay, and to make sure you're spending your monies for the right reason here, because they're showing me this is the Game of Thrones deck, and this is Littlefinger. It was on both of the King of Coins and on the Three of Spears here. He will make investments, but it will always self-serving. Okay, so be mindful of that energy, that type of low vibrational energy of being manipulative, abusing your power. You may feel like you're winning now, but it always come back to bite you. That was like a Florida. You know how they be saying bike in Florida? That was like a Florida vibe. I don't know, maybe somebody listening to me in Florida right now, it's time for you to just like tune in, listen in a little more or something. But that was interesting. Or maybe some of y'all thinking about moving to Florida, or something about that area. Like, if it don't resonate with you, don't pick it up, but that was definitely for someone. But we had this Three of Spears with the Eight of Coins. So yeah, it's just being intentional as you wait, right? Balancing your finances until you get to a point to where you can spend like you want. Just touching on that, make sure every investment you make is a wise one, and it's not done with ill intentions or you being shady somehow. It's going to come back to bite you. So you want to be intentional about your steps and make your next step your best step every single time. And don't get down on yourself if everything doesn't pan out the way you think it should. As long as you're being honest and upright, the universe always going to have your back. That's one thing about honest people who have integrity. You may look like you're not winning all the time, but you ultimately are. So understand that. So we had a Knight of Coins with Judgment. Perhaps it took a while for you to realize this about yourself, to realize a lesson that the divine was trying to teach you. Because the way he's holding his arms, he's like, finally, like, damn, like, now you get it. Now you understand the way why your path had to be the way it was. Spirit is very patient with us. Our ancestors are, I don't know, they're patient because they have to be, but sometimes they really get on you. You know what I mean? They really get on you because it's like they understand, I would say, after we transition, like, they're the first line of defense of us, so to speak, because they just came from this life. They know what it's like being in this body. In the higher celestial realm, it's a little different. So it's like they are the ones who are just like, finally, bruh, like, dang. You know what I mean? Like, you get it now. And, shouts out to you, because it doesn't matter how long it took. Long as you got it, 10 of Cups. You're moving into a place of solid emotional fulfillment and being around people who are emotionally fulfilled, who act in high vibrational ways, who aren't low vibrationally manipulative and, finessing and just that low vibe energy. Like, you leveling up. So you're going to be around people who leveling up and coming into union, be it in business. And, it is emotional. This is not a love reading, but I'm really feeling that too. So check out the love reading. Okay, this is some other energy trying to come in here. Page of Swords with the Three of Swords. There may be somebody from your past trying to come back, something that you cut off from your past, but you may have still been mentally tied to with this page. This energy here is something that you didn't fully clear out, like we talked about. A little bit of residue still coming into your energy. And this also, the page energy is not like you taking action on it, but you're not really doing nothing to stop the action, right? So I'm really feeling here, career-wise, this could be something or someone that you were tied to, maybe a business failure, like I said, that you had, that you're still allowing yourself to go through. Like, it was a movie with Kristen Wiig, I can't remember, she had a cupcake business that went under, and she was just truly passionate about that, and so she stopped baking, she stopped doing all of that stuff, and she came into contact with somebody who truly vibed with her. He had strong feelings, he cared about her, and one day, as a surprise, he had all these baked baking tools in his thing in his kitchen, and was like, hey, I was thinking maybe we could bake together. You know, she wasn't ready for that. She hadn't healed from that, so she rejected that energy. And I'm bringing you that story because she would walk past the place where her bake shop used to be. You know, it was all shut down, you know, no life in it. So that's kind of her not really, technically not actively going back to that space, but she is, you know, she's putting herself in position to remember that hurt that she experienced instead of learning the lesson from it. So she's carrying that baggage. So I'm really feeling there's something that happened in the past, definitely financially, that's showing me 3 of coins, maybe with a business partnership or an actual romantic partnership that's affecting you now, right? Because just because this is a career reading doesn't mean that your career isn't being affected by your romantic emotions, and vice versa. Like your romantic life isn't being affected by your career choices. Everything is everything, and everything flows, you know what I mean? So nothing is separate. If you're one way in a certain area, that's going to seep into the other areas of your life. So just be mindful of what you give your attention to, and anytime you experience something that isn't pleasant within yourself, almost like meditation, you want to let it just flow through you. But if it's still that strong in your energy, it's best to write it down. If you don't have a pen and paper, type it up in your note section or use your voice recorder to talk about how you're feeling. It's not your job to understand it right now. It's just to at least get it out. Like, I'm having this thought about this again. I haven't figured out quite why I'm going through this, but you know, I'm just allowing myself to feel this feeling, and I know the answer will come. It's just you being honest, just being open and vulnerable, not having to have that whole big picture figured out, just to be in this moment and just to know where you are and accept it about yourself. With the Magician here, yeah, you have all the tools needed. You can start a new beginning. Page of Cups. It's a new start. And you see how high this fish is jumping out of this small cup? This is something that may pop off rather quickly because it's something that you're actually passionate about. King of Spears, come on. Whatever this is, you either are or you will be a leader in this area, right? You will lead others, right? You will lead others. And this Ned Stark, who was on that King of Spears, he had integrity, right? That's one thing he was known for. Now, since I'm bringing him up, I want to say this in the best way, okay? When you play a game, know what you're doing. Know how to play the game, or don't get in it. Because Ned Stark had a lot of integrity. He operated in a high vibrational way, but in the end, guess what? That's what got him killed, because he was dealing with people that he couldn't even fathom the level that they were willing to stoop to. You know what I mean? He tried to call somebody out on their stuff, not realizing that this person don't have no moral code. They will do whatever it takes to cover their stuff up. And you thinking just because you got some information about somebody, you're going to put them on blast. You have no idea what they will do to cover that up. And it's not about you being afraid. What's the source of that? Why are you aligning yourself with people who are low vibrational? Why are you aligning yourself with people who are just of some sort of financial benefit to you, just some sort of physical, tangible benefit to you, but it's not aligned with your heart chakra, it's not aligned with the work that you've done? You're using this energy to make an excuse for why you're still dealing with these people, and the divine saying it will come back to bite you if you do not let go. They can't make the choices for you. So that's coming through for somebody. Y'all attached to people and situations just off of some sort of mutually beneficial reason that's not of the highest vibration. So trust in the divine to cut loose all those ties, because it's not going to work out in the way that you want. It's better to get it the honest way and deal with honest people than to get it real quick and having these little low vibrational energies. We got the Four of Spears on the bottom. Balance and harmonious passion. This is two energies coming together for a high vibrational, mutually beneficial cause. So we have the Seven of Coins partnering with the Nine of Coins. Excuse me, y'all. With the Five of Swords here, I'm really feeling like even in my body, some sort of like energy, like low vibrational energy keeps coming through. It's like you get on the right path and then you fall back into some stuff. It's like something like that. It's like you start doing good and then somebody call you like, oh, I got this You know what I'm saying? I got this little jug for you. I got this little plate for you. Or, you know, you cut off those toxic energies and you let somebody back into your life because of some particular reason. And it's like, all right, keep playing with fire. You have no idea the level that these people are willing to go. They may hit you up with little plays here and there, but they really doing some heavy stuff. Stop playing with them. Get your own money. Start small if you need to. Pay your coins. Whatever you need to do, but just get it the honest way, fam. Be honest. Be honest. And that's what this Five of Swords here. You think you getting over, and they think they getting over, right? Both of y'all losing. You losing because you're a high vibrational being, so your energy doesn't even mix well with that energy, so you getting caught right away. And they not getting over just off the strength of sowing and reaping, the law of attraction. But you should be focused. It will be beneficial for you to just focus on yourself. We got the Justice card. Justice will be served. You know what I'm saying? The scales always must be balanced. And this is more logical energy as well. Libra energy, so it's also, you know, stay in touch with spirit, communicate with them. I'm really feeling they've been told you what to do, but this is that energy of doing what you know is right. Eight of Swords. Yeah, you in your head about it, and you know you ain't supposed to be tapping into this. I don't know who this is for, but this is definitely for somebody. So we kind of just sitting here for a minute because it's that energy of, like I said, with this Four of Coins, you might be budgeting real hard right now, so you might be considering other little ways to get it in. And the universe is like, don't go that way. Don't go that way. The Magician with the Three of Coins, with the Six of Swords. Yeah, somebody who's a master finesser with that Magician card. It was also Littlefinger on that Magician card, right? Like I said, in this deck is the Game of Thrones. So Littlefinger knew how to move and knew how to play and know how to give you what you want so he can ultimately get what he wants. At the end, of course, he played himself, right? But it's just that energy of just be mindful of who you're dealing with. You know, if somebody's already shown you how they move before, definitely don't deal with them again. And new people, you know, has to be vetted. So, yeah, the Eight of Swords with the King of Swords. Cut off what needs to be cut off. Clear, concise. Don't leave any room for somebody to come in and manipulate you. Don't do it, especially when it comes to business. Read all your contracts. Remember what you sign yourself over to. That's an agreement. So whatever comes after that, you agreed to that. So it's just that energy of just being real, being honest. Okay. Okay, I was wondering why they was having me coming into this energy right now, because it was like real smooth reading, but then it just turned, because in the future the card that was turned over that I couldn't see was the Deception card. And 7 is like a mystical, magical number as well. Could be dealing with, like, you know, you could be using, you know, manifestations, right? You know, giving offerings to certain deities and certain ancestors, if that's what you're into and that's what you do. Be mindful of your intention. Be mindful of how you come, because you can't finesse spirit. So understand, be mindful of the reasons why you're asking for what you're asking for. And don't think just because you get all your offerings together that you won't reap the consequences of a low vibrational request. It's like that energy of, you know how they say make a deal with the devil? You know what I mean? Like, you can't win in those type of deals. You know, you don't let your ego make you feel like you can win in those type of deals. You're going to get what you want initially, but it's always going to come back around. Yeah, you already the star. You've already healed from all of that. You are the attraction. Maybe something there, someone in your past or your present is convincing you that you're not everything. Like in this deck, Sansa was always a boss. She was just always listening to people tell her about her worth and allowing herself to be passed around from person to person. Like, she finally stood up, you know, and took her rightful place. But it's that energy. She was that person all along. She was always the queen. Always the star. Aquarian energy, and we are also in Aquarius season. So you may be embodying more of that, you know, just I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna say what needs to be said. I'm gonna do what needs to be done. I'm gonna embrace every little quirk I have, every little weird way that I do things. That's what makes me the star, because of who I am and what I do naturally. Right? When we have the Seven of Cups, yeah, you got many opportunities, but it's illusion because you're not trusting your emotions with this Cups energy. You're not trusting what you feel. You got to trust yourself. Once you do, guess what? Once you make a decision, once you start trusting your heart, get that the overly defensive energy down because you're not trusting your emotions and being vulnerable, you're going to come into union, right? With your, the right people, the right energies that want to see you succeed, you want to see them succeed, and y'all come together for a high vibrational mutual reason with this four of spirits here. This could be a dream career. This could be something that you've always wanted to do, and the Lovers on the bottom is your choice. But this also could be romantic too, like I'm saying. Like, I feel like somehow what you're doing in your romantic life could be tied together for some of y'all. It's like maybe you trying to skip steps, or like, I need to find a lover, not realizing that you focusing on your career, you diving head first and operating with integrity and studying is going to put you into rooms with people who are naturally drawn to that energy because that's what they're naturally drawn to. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you're trying to find a way to do certain things, and the universe is just saying, just be yourself. Like, you don't have to figure out so much if you're just doing exactly what you want to do. You saying exactly what you want to say. You being balanced in your emotions and in your mental faculties. You making the proper logical decisions as well as following your heart. Staying grounded. Like, you just naturally being yourself is going to put you into the right places instead of overthinking all the time. Like, just be yourself. Who vibe with it, they vibe with it. And if they don't, they don't. Like, it's really simple like that. But you, many people make it complicated because you want to control the outcome. You want to make it a certain way. Like, that's that emperor in reverse, like trying to control the situation. Like, you can't sit into your power trying to control everybody. The only person that you control is yourself and the way that you respond to situations. That's it. So be honest with you. I'm gonna pull a card from the Isis Oracle deck. You can't make this up, man. Stay true and be in your power. I know it's backwards on the thing. Stay true and be in your power. Come on now. Osiris and Isis, Lord and Lady of Divine Authority. And if you don't know much about the Osiris and Isis story, tap into that. But this is just about not letting up on what you know is true. Not letting up on what your heart believes is real. No matter what people say, no matter what people do, you actually putting in the work to show that you care about this situation, about a person. This is you putting your money where your mouth is, and also just being yourself, letting the chips fall what may. This is you speaking your truth in rooms where you may not feel like everybody has your back. This is you walking away from situations that you know aren't healthy from you. This is you expressing yourself, being open. This is you dancing in the street. This is you wearing what you want to wear, eating the type of food you want to eat. Like, this is just you being yourself. Like, and I guess this energy is like, it's freeing. Scales of balance, ancient tantra of the soul. Right? This is also that Libra card. Like, justice is being served. So you want to be on the right side of that scale when the verdict is being dished out. You want to know that you've made the best, highest vibrational, high vibing, integrous decisions. Right? This is beautiful, man. You being yourself is going to balance out the scales. Stuff may not seem fair right now. It may seem like, first of all, if you focus on how somebody else is doing and how somebody else is winning, that's you giving your energy to a pot with a hole in it, because you're not going to get a return on that energy. So it's about you focusing on where you are and what you have. But I know we're human, and you may, just as a person, you may see people having these multi-million-dollar businesses, driving these cars, traveling, doing all this. Let that inspire you instead of make you feel like, man, I just might need to do what I need to do. Stay true to yourself. That's what's going to bring in this balance for you. The divine seeing you, not letting up. So then you're worthy of this influx of abundance that's coming in. And it's a lot, yo. You've been patient, you've been waiting, but also you do your part and go for it. Because you're also here on the spirit plane. We also got this card in the love reading. So get you some amethyst to help protect you from those inner psychic thoughts that you have, and also external psychic thoughts, because people can influence your actions and your energy. And be mindful of who you listen to, because sometimes people are just speaking from their own internal shortcomings and internal perceived failures that they haven't been able to alchemize to make work for them. So sometimes, most times, many times, it's just best to keep your business to yourself. It's just that energy, because you're well on your way. Like, trust it. Do what you feel called to, and that's what's gonna bring in these coins. Okay. Thank you for listening to this reading. If you liked it, like this video. It really helps out the channel. If you would like to book a personal reading, you need more information, or you need a little more guidance in a particular area, reach out below in the description box. I'll let you know how everything goes here, and we'll connect in that way. I am in the process of getting a website out for sure, so that's on the way. But for now, just reach out. The description box, all the information and the links on how to contact me are there. Transcend by Fire is our jewelry line for custom-made talismans and wrap crystals to help usher in certain energies, and we also do custom orders as well. Pharaoh's Rise, you can go over there and get our guided meditations, our positive affirmations, and just help cleanse out that root chakra, feeling safe and stable and sure of yourself, and know that you're provided for, and feeling abundant. Maybe reciting the mantra, I am abundant, over and over in the AM before you start your day, and maybe before you close out your night, will help reiterate that. Even looking at yourself in the mirror while you do that. So yeah, just be mindful of your thoughts at this time, because it's creating your future, and that's how you know. Be mindful of your routine, right? At the end of the day, you should be able to say, I took these actions because ultimately this is where I'm headed, this is where I want to go. So these are the actions that I'm taking today to help me get there. It doesn't matter that the action that you take today, you're not there tomorrow. But it's a momentum, it's a build, right? So stay true and stay in your power, and fight for what you believe in. Fight for this future that you want with your own personal business, or with a particular company that you're building up, or even with a particular person. Fight for that if you really believe in that, okay? So much love and light to y'all. Truly appreciate it. Many coins, many pentacles, much love, success, and peace on your path. Namaste.